So we're going to talk about 3 things that stood out in this game. It can be good. It can be bad. It can be ugly. Minnie, I'll let you go first. What stood out to you?
Oh God. I mean, I don't know. I hate to be a Debbie Downer. I know everyone has talked it to death, but
Wait, are you
what
being a Debbie Downer or are you
I
being honest? It's
I
okay.
am, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I
Don't be
know
sorry.
I like to bring optimism, but what the hell is going on with Zavada? I mean, come on.
I forgot all about Zvada. You're
You
depressing me already.
cannot we c
Depressed.
It's like the worst times for him to miss field goals. I get it. The one was one of the longest. What was it? Almost 60 yards, but
Yeah.
still, we count on him. And that just it just turns my stomach every time. And I know it does his too. But
Oh, I'm sure. Oh gosh, I couldn't imagine what Zavada's going through. It's got to be a tough time, man. Yeah, Zavada, unfortunately, yeah, not a good year. I mean, he's just not having, unfortunately, because like he was All American last year. Look, he had NFL aspirations, and it's just not going great at the moment. Hopefully he can get it together the rest of the year. But I mean, I guess so to relate to that, the question is, and I know I've gotten some flack for this, the question is, what's the issue? Is it JB Brown? And people be like, well, what's JB Brown got to do with the kicker? And it's like, well, listen, that's his unit. JB Brown is responsible for every single player in that unit, whether that is schematically or mentally. It is a coach's job to make sure his players are mentally ready to play. Okay, there's obviously a mental battle going on right now with him. He's not setting him up for success. And you'll be like, well, it falls on the players. Well, then I would argue, what about all the other roles on the special teams unit, from punting, bad, kickoff coverage, punt returns, kick returns? It's all been poor. So JB Brown, in my opinion, hard F, you need to go. And look, it's amazing to see Zavada be a Lou Gorza award candidate to what we're seeing this season, which is unfortunately not a very accurate kicker.
I did not know that. I
Oh yeah,
just
dude, he
knew
should've won
that
it.
I knew he had, like, what was it, 96%?
He actually should have won it last year. They didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so I was expecting, I'm just being honest, I was expecting somebody who, you can count on. Well,
us too.
we can't count on him.
Minnie, I promise you this. Going into the season, the one thing that I was the most confident about was Zavada.
Wow.
Like for
Wow.
real. And you could ask the fan base that. The fan base would have said the same. Oh, Zavada's money. He's like so reliable. I don't know. It's just unfortunately a bad year. It's interesting to watch. Okay. Well, one thing that stood out to me, Minnie, which is actually a positive, 496 yards of total offense. That is an excellent offensive output for Michigan, for any team. Look, 280 passing, 216 rushing, again, doing it with Jordan Marshall. Jordan Marshall did get hit. We will talk, or get hurt. We will talk about that. And then Kuzdal, doing a little bit himself. Bryce Underwood also helping the unit, but that's excellent. That is great offensive output. Unfortunately, we have other areas of concerns, which we'll get to, that made the game far closer than it should have been. But what's your thoughts on that, Minnie, before we get to your next item?
Ask the question again, sorry.
496 yards of offense. Do you have any thoughts
Oh
on?
God, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, 400. If that was the only stat I heard, the only stat, I would have said, okay, and I knew we were going against Northwestern. I would have guessed that the score was probably closer to, I don't know, 36-10.
Yeah.
That's what you want on offense. So.
Yeah. Yep. So they did their job there for the most part. But, and we'll get into my next point after your next point, but my next point, we'll talk about why the game was a lot closer than it should have been. But what's your next point, Minnie?
Yeah. This is actually my first point, but I just said, God bless Andrew Marsh coming through for us.
Yeah.
I mean, when the team needs it the most, it is so nice to be able to rely on a guy like him.
No doubt. So Andrew Marsh is one of the players who stood out for me, which we can cover a little bit more there. But clearly, I mean, yeah, I mean, he I don't know if you know this, Minnie, but he set freshman records for most receptions and yards for Michigan.
I did hear that stat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So pretty good. I mean, hell of a game, hell of a player. Excited to have him. We need more though. I mean, we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna go a little deeper on the Andrew Marsh situation, but yeah, definitely.
What do you think the connection is with him and Underwood?
Well, he's talented. He's good. He's good. He's just an all around good wide receiver. Good route running. Good hands. Has it up here. Good mentality.
Mhm,
He's just a well rounded player. You know, he was borderline top 50 player coming in out of high school.
mhm,
Um, just a good player, man. Just good. That's just what it is. Like he is. That is why you can see Marsh produce and the rest can't. And it's not because there's some special unique connection there. It's because Underwood can count on him. The rest of the guys have their flaws. Samaj Morgan can't catch. Donovan McCauley gives up on routes. Doesn't even run good routes. Doesn't even get separation. You know, it's unfortunate. We need more talent in that room.
mhm.
My next topic, Minnie, is the reason why this graphic I'm about to share is absolutely insane. So if you look at did we really get beat bad? If you look at the third column here,
Okay.
okay, Michigan is third, but yet we barely won. We squeaked by 24-22. And the problem is 5 turnovers. Did you know, Minnie?
Yeah.
The first time in college football history a team won with a 5-0 turnover margin. Are you aware of this?
No, no, I
Yes,
didn't.
and Michigan achieved it. So good for us. At least we won. But at the same time, we should have destroyed Northwestern, which will bring me to my final thing that stood out. But we'll do yours next, and we'll get to that.
That is, I mean, I know these stats for this game have got to be somewhat skewed. It's just because this game was skewed. I mean, it was great all the way up until the very end. Okay, so yeah, that is actually my very last player is cornerback Jordan Young, number 14, when he broke up the long pass
Okay.
that Preston Stone had at the very end of the game to because if they would have scored, I honestly don't know if we could have come back from that.
Yeah. Well, probably not. So yeah, Jordan Young, one of our young bright spot DBs. I don't know how many snaps he had. I don't have that number in front of me, but
Yeah. It was actually surprising. I was like, "Oh, who is this?"
yeah. And what's interesting is looking at the box score, the only statistic he even recorded was the pass breakup. So
Mm.
no,
He
Jordan
was
Young's a very promising freshman, actually. So, interesting choice, interesting selection. Next thing I'm gonna hit on though, Minnie, which leads to the 5 turnover. Well, it comes from the 5 turnovers. This team in week 12 is sloppy. We look like a week 1, week 2 team. This is poorly coached. It's unfortunate, because it just should look better. It just should. I'm sorry, like it just should look better. We did get the win. That's good. We got the win. So that's what matters. At the end of the day, that is what matters. But at the same time, there's no way those in the fan base think nothing is afoot. I mean, obviously something's off. Um, but yeah, that's where we are. So just the team is just sloppy, Minnie. I mean, when you watch Michigan, do you see a well coached, fundamentally sound football team, or what do you see, Minnie?
That's the thing that worries me, to be honest. I thought that um, coaching was going quite well up until this point. I didn't really see the flaws that a lot of people were pointing out, and unfortunately, I saw them. It's hard not to
Yeah, right,
at this
right.
game. Um, but even having said that, I wanna say that this team, Bryce Underwood still held it together. I mean, I've seen quarterbacks after they get sacked that many times, I mean, they lose it, and he didn't. And, they pulled it out, but it just yeah, it shouldn't have ever gotten to that point. There was some obvious errors in play calling. And
Yeah.
Sharon Moore, even at the very end of the game, you look over at the sideline and yeah, it's a win, but you could tell he was pissed.
Yeah. I want to hit on this comment. It says Marsh gets separation. Did I misspeak? I was referring to McCauley. McCauley gives up on routes. McCauley does not get separation. Marsh is great. Yeah, no issues with Marsh. Marsh is wonderful. By the way, if you want your comment read on screen, super chat us. We would greatly appreciate it. Anyone who wants any questions read at the end of the show or even during the topic if it's relevant. So the next topic, Minnie, is 3 players who stood out, but I think you already started on that.
Oh,
You already,
I did. Oh boy.
yeah, it's okay. No
Well,
big
that's
deal.
okay. I mean, I still have other players that I can mention too.
All right. Well, we'll keep it rolling. We'll keep it rolling. So the very first player for me who stood out, Minnie, Jordan Marshall.
Mhm. Mhm.
Jesus.
I know.
You know?
Very
Now
true.
what's unfortunate, Minnie,
Yeah.
is Sharon Moore essentially said Jordan Marshall's not likely to play this weekend.
I mean, he said that it's kind of like it's a negative X-ray. I've heard that more than once now.
Yeah, yeah.
So it would have to be a joint thing.
I
It's
don't
not a
know.
break.
Yeah, I would think it's, AC joint, but I'm not entirely
Mhm.
sure what's going on there, so I'm not, but Haynes is still out. Sure. What's funny is I see reports Justice Haynes is ruled out for the rest of the year, but if anyone read what Sharon Moore actually said, was, and I'm not gonna pull it up, but I'll read it for you. Hold on, I gotta go to my profile. Sharon Moore uh says he wouldn't put Justice Haynes in the done for the year category.
Mhm.
So then why the hell am I seeing people saying he's done for the year? You got freaking a lot of places. He literally said today, not done for the year. But I'm seeing places, take quotes from coaches saying done for the year. It's hilarious. But anyways, so I don't know. I mean, hopefully we can get
Reporters
Haynes
don't
back. Go on.
reporters don't fact check, I swear.
I don't even know. I mean, it's wild because I literally have the quote that says Justice Haynes. He wouldn't put Justice Haynes in the done for the year category. I mean, it's literally pretty clear. But anyways, we'll see. Maybe he can come back for Ohio State. If not, then maybe he is done for the year. But we'll find out. Um, my next player we already hit on Andrew Marsh,
I love
stud,
him. I love
stud.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
if we
mean,
could have a whole bunch of Andrew Marshes.
I just think one more Andrew Marsh. Now I will say Travis Johnson's coming next year, and I do put him in a similar category to Andrew Marsh. Um, but Michigan's still going to need to add more to the wide receiver room.
Yeah, when I see players like him, I think, okay, we may be young, but it doesn't matter because he can do anything, you know? And I just think that it's such a refreshing thing. I don't care what anybody else says. If a player plays like that, they're a great player.
Okay. I see those in the chat regarding my comment on Justice Haynes playing. They're saying regular season he is done, but he may come back for the playoffs if we make the playoffs. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. So this guy's saying Travis Johnson's more of a downfield threat. I mean, listen, I think Travis Johnson has some downfield threat capability, but he has, he could do a lot in small space too. I mean, Travis Johnson's a bit of a, you know, a quick twitch wide receiver.
Mhm.
Him and Marsh should be very fun to watch together. What other player do you have that stood out to you, Minnie?
Well, unfortunately, I have to have a running back. Not a running back that we would normally think would stand out,
What?
but
Who?
Bryson Kudzall.
Kuzdal?
Yes.
Yeah, who's probably going to be RB1 against Maryland. You thought Kuzdal ran pretty good?
Well, for being number
Yeah.
3, he's still
Well,
better. Watching him is still better than watching almost any other running back in the Big Ten.
really? You think
Oh,
so?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Well, do you know Kuzdal's story? He's a walk-on.
Former walk-on, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good
Guess
for
what?
him.
He's gonna get his opportunity next Saturday. Him and Jasper Parker. So we will see how that goes. We got Maryland next week.
He has the right build for it. And hopefully, I'm sure Justin Haynes has been, at practices helping him out. The problem is I bet he didn't take very many snaps with the ones prior
Yeah,
to Northwestern. So I think you're going to see a big improvement this next game.
yeah. New Life is asking about Jalen Pyle. I like Jalen Pyle as a wide receiver, but I think he's gonna need I don't expect instant impact freshman year. I think he'll need a little time to develop, get used to the game speed. But I think he's slept on. I think the rankings are off on him. I think he's talented, but I don't think year one impact is, at least I don't think so. But all right, so I have any more players who stood out many because, to be quite honest with you, in my opinion, the rest of them didn't play very well. Even Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood had his moments. He looked very sharp, looked very good in the beginning, but the turnovers, terrible. And then towards the end of the game, he kind of resorted back to his old ways. So that's why, even though I don't have him on here, we just talked about it. Do you have any other players before we move to our final topic, which I didn't even tell you what the topic was?
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
I wonder if I have notes on the topic.
How about
I have
this?
2 pages of notes here.
All right, well, let me ask. All right, so when we get to the final topic, I'll see what you had, and then I'll tell you what I have. We'll decide which path we go. Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. So, do you have any final players for us to?
Um,
Lives
Not in
above.
a positive way, so I'd rather
Yeah.
not talk about it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Rocky. Got Elijah here. Where you been, Elijah? I missed you, man. All right. So, all right, let's get to our relevant topic of choice. This show is flying.
Mhm.
My topic I was going to hit on was we have a 2-game season, 2 games left. Maryland's an interesting one because it's on the road, and we don't have our 2-star running backs for this game. So that was the
Mhm.
topic I was going to go down. What was your topic that you wanted to maybe hit on?
The offensive line needs to win at the line of scrimmage. It was basically along the same lines. We need to protect our quarterback better. We need to block better and get running lanes open.
Yeah, we
We're
gave
going to
up
rely heavily on them.
we gave up 3 sacks, which is actually a lot. Okay. I mean, how about this? Let's hit on the 2-game angle. We can touch on offensive line. So we have a 2-game season.
Mhm.
You know, we have a lot of injuries mounting up. We have a team that does not look very polished. Minnie, what is your thoughts on? We have Maryland and then we have Ohio State. We need to win both. We are in the playoffs now.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this remaining 2 games and the way the team is currently its current status with health and everything?
So 8-2 is where we currently are. That's a good place to be. The 2 losses are
Good losses.
good
Yeah.
losses. I mean, you cannot complain about those losses. They are losses, but
Yeah. They're good. They're quality losses. I mean, it's
yeah,
just what they are. Yeah.
yeah. So, okay. So having said that, I know everyone's tendency is to look past Maryland and look at Ohio State, but you can't do that. We have to attack this game like it means everything. And granted, it's Maryland, but I got to tell you, they have a freshman quarterback that is outstanding. Malik Washington, I mean, just like
He's good.
UCLA's quarterback, Nico,
Uh-huh.
they're the whole team practically. So you really have to get to the quarterback. Oh,
Uh-huh.
it was here, Doreen.
Yeah, Dorian's been here. This has been up for a while. I should have brought this up
I'm
earlier. My bad.
sorry, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yep. So Doreen goes, I love Minnie. TJ's okay. Kidding. Yeah, I remember that when I get your ticket, Doreen.
Ah,
Right now, me and Doreen are ticket hunting for the OSU game.
oh, fun.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. So yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Malik Washington's their offense. I mean, he's a big component. We have to get to him. We have to stop it. But I mean, we're going to find out. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like Maryland's a really good team, but it's not like we're playing elite either. And Maryland's on a hell of a losing streak. They've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games. They won their first 4, lost their last 6. It's actually kind of hilarious. But Malik Washington, although his completion percentage is only at 57, I didn't know that. I'm now digging into it now. Listen, they don't have a good running game. They really don't. Receiving, nothing too special. It is the Malik Washington show.
It is.
Go on.
No, I was just remembering Nebraska played against Maryland, and I mean, we obviously beat them, but Mike Locksley puts together a pretty good game plan. He can coach those guys pretty tough.
Yeah,
they lack I want to say they almost lack ambition, but I'm sure they'll want it this week against Michigan.
Let's hope not. Let's hope they don't want it. Let's hope they don't want it at all. Let's hope they don't even show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got to win. I got to get in the playoffs, Minnie. That's like, like I also, being someone who hosts podcasts, like this fan base, if we don't, be some unhappy fans.
When was the last time that happened?
What?
That Michigan didn't make the playoffs.
Last year.
Oh, that's
yeah, last year. Bad time. It was a bad time.
God.
Although there was actually, to be honest with you,
that's right.
There was actually a lot of optimism. There was a lot of optimism last year heading into the offseason because we beat Ohio State. We got Bryce Underwood. We beat Alabama. Team was playing pretty good. But we find ourselves.
Let me ask you something. Was there faith in Sharon Moore after last year?
Yes, because you saw the team from the beginning of the year to the end of the year get better.
Mm-hmm.
Offensively, it started looking a little better. The quarterback play was obviously suspect, but things were improving in a lot of areas as the season went on. And then not only that, you're beating these playoff teams. That's out the window because this team there's a clear issue. There's a clear coaching problem with Michigan. I mean, it's just we don't look well coached. It's just period. I mean, it's but look, Sharon's going to get another year, so that's fine. We're going to find out how it goes. But no, there's a lot of fans. Majority of the fans are uncomfortable, to be honest with you. I actually read, if I can find it, I read a really good breakdown about Sharon Moore. I want to see if I can find it.
I know all about being uncomfortable.
Here, check this out.
Coming from Nebraska, I'm like, yes, I get that. I
So
mean,
check this
luckily
out.
you guys haven't fallen that far.
Yeah, I want to give credit here to an individual by the name of Jordan Strack. He goes, my biggest concern with Michigan right now is Sharon just doesn't have a good feel for the game. So many clock issues, roster management issues. They feel unprepared. They're consistently letting bad teams have life every week. After 10 games, they've regressed. I agree. And that is the sign of a coach who doesn't know what he's doing.